Hello and welcome. Now I know what you're thinking. Minivans. The very word conjures up images of school runs, trips to the supermarket, and beige upholstery sticky with the remnants of a child's fruit drink. They are the sensible shoes of the automotive world. But what if I told you that beneath that practical, boxy exterior, some of these family haulers are hiding a rather naughty secret? A surprising turn of speed, a bit of poke, a character that whispers, "I may have 7 seats, but I can still get a move on." Today, we're embarking on a journey into the wonderfully absurd world of the fast minivan. We are going to count down the 10 fastest, most surprising, and frankly, most brilliant people carriers ever conceived. So, buckle up, make sure your tray tables are in their upright and locked position, and prepare to have your perceptions thoroughly challenged. Kicking off our list at number 10 is something of a modern marvel, the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Now, hybrid isn't a word that typically gets the pulse racing, is it? But here's the clever bit. When you combine that electric motor with its 3.6-liter V6 petrol engine, something rather unexpected happens. When you put your foot down, the instant torque from the electric motor fills in the gaps where a traditional engine might be taking a breath. It manages the 0 to 60 sprint in around 7.3 seconds. It's a quiet achiever, a sleeper in the truest sense of the word. One moment you're waiting patiently at the lights, the next you're simply gone. At number 9, we have a name that is synonymous with reliability and, let's be honest, a certain level of predictability: the Toyota Sienna. It's the automotive equivalent of a loyal golden retriever. But with the latest generations, Toyota decided to inject a bit of spice into the recipe, particularly with their all-wheel drive models. This wasn't just for tackling a bit of snow on the driveway, this was for putting the power down with surprising efficiency. The result is a 0 to 60 time that dips just below the 7-second mark for some models. Think about that. A massive 8-seater Toyota that can outdrag a hot hatchback from a decade ago. Coming in at number 8 is a vehicle that has always been the driver's choice in the minivan world, the Honda Odyssey. Honda, as we know, has a long and storied history of making brilliant engines. This isn't just any old V6, mind you, it's a Honda V6, which means it comes with their legendary VTEC system. But when you ask for more, when you push the accelerator past the halfway point, the engine's character changes. The engine note becomes more purposeful, a refined howl builds, and the Odyssey surges forward with an enthusiasm that is deeply unbecoming of a minivan. With a 0 to 60 time of around 6.5 to 6.7 seconds, it's properly quick. It handles with a neatness and precision that belies its size. The Honda Odyssey is the complete package. It's a masterpiece of thoughtful design, from the magic slide seats to the cavernous boot. Now we move from the sensible to the sublime, and frankly, the completely unhinged. At number 7, we have the Mercedes-Benz R63 AMG. This is not just a fast minivan, this is a work of automotive lunacy. Their solution was simple, brutal, and utterly brilliant. They took the perfectly spacious and luxurious R-Class people carrier and shoehorned in a 6.2-liter, naturally aspirated V8 engine hand-built by a single engineer in Affalterbach, Germany. An engine that produces a colossal 503 horsepower in a minivan. The result was a 6-seater behemoth that could launch from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.6 seconds. 4.6. That is faster than a Ferrari F355. It is mind-bendingly, ludicrously, wonderfully fast. The noise it makes is not the polite hum of a family car. It's the thunderous, apocalyptic roar of a true muscle car. Our number 6 entry blurs the lines between minivan, SUV, and luxury shuttle. It's the Kia Carnival. Instead of making it look like a traditional, slightly apologetic minivan, they gave it the bold, blocky styling of a high-end SUV. The latest models come equipped with a thoroughly modern and potent 3.5-liter V6 engine, pumping out a very healthy 290 horsepower. The result is a 0 to 60 time of around 7 seconds flat. The interior is vast and can be specified with things like VIP lounge seats in the second row, which recline and have leg rests. For number 5, we must cross the Atlantic to Europe for a minivan that many in North America might not be familiar with. but which has a reputation for being surprisingly good to drive, the Ford S-Max. The S-Max was always marketed as the sporty one in the people carrier class. It had a lower roofline, a more aggressive stance. At one point, you could get an S-Max with the very same 2.0-liter turbocharged engine that you would find in a Focus ST hot hatchback. This gave the S-Max a real turn of speed, allowing it to hustle down a country lane in a way that would seem utterly alien to most minivan drivers. The steering was sharp and communicative, the chassis was balanced, and it resisted body roll remarkably well. You could genuinely have fun in an S-Max, threading it through a series of bends, enjoying the responsive engine and the capable chassis. Alright, so our number 4 spot is occupied by another European hero, a vehicle built with the unique challenge of the German Autobahn in mind. It is the Volkswagen Charan. On the surface, the Charan is honestly the epitome of German sensibility. It's practical, it's spacious, it's built like a bank vault. But because it's German, it was engineered to be completely stable and confidence-inspiring at very high speeds. It had to be able to sit in the outside lane of an unlimited stretch of Autobahn at 120 or 130 miles per hour. The one to have was the 2.0-liter TSI petrol engine, the same basic unit found in the legendary Golf GTI. Mated to Volkswagen's slick-shifting DSG dual-clutch gearbox, this engine could propel the Big Charan from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a very respectable 7.6 seconds. But its real strength was its in-gear acceleration. Once you were moving, a squeeze of the throttle would see the Charan surge forward with real authority. For number 3, we head to France, a country known for its cheese, its wine, and its occasional flashes of automotive genius. I give you the Renault Espace, specifically the magnificent 4th-generation model fitted with the 3.5-liter V6 engine. This particular E-Space was a bold, futuristic-looking thing with a central digital dashboard and a cabin that felt more like a concept car than a production vehicle. The V6 engine it used was not just any V6, it was a version of the very same engine that you would find nestled in the middle of a Nissan 350Z sports car. This large, glassy, and comfortable family bus could rocket to 60 miles per hour in about 8 seconds. But it was the way it felt and sounded that made it so memorable. The V6 was smooth and powerful, and had a wonderfully sonorous exhaust note. Driving this Espace was a unique experience. You sat high up, with a panoramic view of the road, surrounded by clever storage solutions and 7 comfortable seats. Nearing the top of our list, at number 2, we return to America for something with a bit of good old-fashioned blue-collar muscle. It's the Dodge Grand Caravan RT. The RT badge, which stands for Road Track, is usually reserved for Dodge's muscle cars like the Charger and Challenger. They gave it a proper heart transplant in the form of their excellent 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 engine. This engine produced a very potent 283 horsepower, making it the most powerful minivan in its class at the time. All that power was sent to the front wheels, and if you were a bit aggressive with the throttle, it would happily chirp the front tires as it launched off the line. Dodge also fitted it with a unique sport-tuned suspension. It sat a little lower, and the dampers were firmer. This transformed the handling. Where a standard Grand Caravan would lean and wallow in the corners, the RT felt taut and controlled. It was still a big, heavy vehicle, but it could be hustled along a back road with surprising confidence and agility. The result was a minivan with attitude, a proper sleeper with a hint of muscle car DNA. And so we arrive at number 1, the King, the fastest, most legendary, and arguably the coolest minivan of all time. It is, of course, the Toyota Previa with the optional supercharger. Affectionately known as the Egg Van for its extraordinary jelly bean shape, the Previa was a masterpiece of packaging. To achieve that incredible shape and a completely flat floor inside, Toyota's engineers did something radical. They mounted the engine on its side, underneath the front seats. It was a mid-engined rear-wheel drive minivan. Let me say that again. Mid-engined rear-wheel drive. That is the same basic layout as a Ferrari. Initially, the standard 4-cylinder engine was a bit, well, breathless. Toyota's solution to this was pure, unadulterated genius. Instead of designing a whole new engine, they simply bolted a supercharger onto the existing one. The supercharger boosted power significantly, but more importantly, it provided instant response and a huge lump of low-down torque. The 0 to 60 time dropped dramatically into the 8-second range, which was exceptionally quick for a minivan in the mid-90s. The supercharger whined. The rear wheels pushed you forward, and you were piloting this bizarre, space-age pod at a pace that defied its appearance. The Toyota Previa SC is our number one because it represents the pinnacle of daring, creative, and slightly mad engineering in a family car. It's not just a fast minivan, it's an icon. A supercharged, mid-engined egg that stands as the undisputed champion of practical performance. And there you have it. 10 machines that prove the humble minivan can be so much more than just a sensible box on wheels. From the silent surge of the Pacifica Hybrid, to the unholy V8 roar of the R63 AMG, and the quirky supercharged genius of the Toyota Previa, these vehicles have challenged our expectations. They remind us that a love for driving and the practical needs of family life don't have to be mutually exclusive. So what did you think of our list? Did we miss your favorite speed demon people carrier? We'd love to hear your stories and your picks for the ultimate sleeper minivan, so please do leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for joining me on this slightly unusual automotive adventure. If you enjoyed this look at the unexpectedly rapid, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because we have plenty more in the works. Until next time, drive safely, but don't be afraid to use all the revs every now and then. Cheerio.